Hey guys, welcome to the weekly newsletter for the week of May the 18th. This is 3 stocks to consider now, and I've got the ES on the screen here. Obviously the market is kind of in limbo, going back and forth right here. You can see we almost came back down to the 20. Don't know if we're going to continue down lower or bounce higher, and a lot of that is going to depend on what happens right now, just in a few minutes after the close with Nvidia. So Nvidia reports after the close, and then we've got Walmart in the morning. Both will show how the consumer is doing, holding up in these inflationary times, and Nvidia will be a good gauge on the AI spend. But all that aside, we have a lot of uncertainty in the market, so I want to look at some names that we can look at right now. And the first one I have for you is TG Therapeutics. And TG Therapeutics is a biopharmaceutical company. It is a strong area. Now, again, this is a biotech slash pharmaceutical. This has not got my typical lower left, upper right, but I'm going to show you some things, some reasons I like it here in a minute. Great quarter. They just reported beat and raise. Really, I mean, this is a $40 stock. Or actually, right now it's like a $38 stock. That's one reason I like it. It's come back down to the 20. But the 3-year earnings growth rate, and this is not a mistake, is 953%. 3 years earnings growth rate, 3 years sales growth rates, 2,800%. Crazy numbers, right? Profit margin is 72%. So very extremely profitable and all that kind of stuff. We know with biotechs, pharmaceuticals, things can change on a dime with things in the pipeline, stuff like that. So just be aware of that. It has an RSI of about 71. And short interest of about 9.5%. So in my opinion, that's good. That could give you more powder here for another leg higher. But take a look at that and dig a little deeper and do some homework on it. But I do like that. I think it makes sense to have something away from tech a little bit, right? And something in this sector as well. Our second stock to consider is Oceaneering International. Now, Oceaneering International, oil and gas, petroleum products. Great looking chart. Again, here we're going lower left, upper right, just about as smooth as you can go. Good earnings here, and we're just hugging. That's the 50, and just chugging along here. Everything looks great, right? Now think about this too. Also, it's about a $38 stock. A lot's going to depend on, obviously, with petroleum and crude, what's going to happen in Iran and Strait of Hormuz and all that kind of stuff, resolution or not. I think these companies I think this sector is going to look great going forward, regardless, but I think that could benefit from what's going on there as well. Again, got a pretty solid chart. 3 years earnings growth rate is 155%. 155. Profit margin is 12.7. That's kind of what you'd expect from a company in this sector, in this space, and an RSI of about 62. So again, that's all check. Everything looks good here. Chart looks good. Everything looks good. So definitely put that one on your radar. The last one that we have of the 3 is Victory Capital. So we've got a biopharmaceutical, we've got something in energy space, and here we've got something in the investment services space. Victory Capital. Again, this is an $83 stock when I'm recording this. We pull right back into the 20. I like the 20. I also like the 34 down here if we can get it, and that's the 50, and that's the 200. But this is a good place to start to consider some of these names. And if we look over here, it has a 2.39% dividend that will go ex-dividend on June the 10th. So you could still get this and still catch this dividend. It's 50 cents a share, 2.39% again. So that's pretty good. 1 year sales growth is about 45. It's 45.4. Profit margin 24.9. That's check. That's really good. A short interest of 10%. 0.09%. Again, you could look at that either way. I think that's a positive. That gives you a lot of short covering. When something good happens, gives you a lot of short covering to give you kind of a lift off here. And as you can see from the low here, 60 up to 87, that's one long steady move there. And could we get another one? Who knows? But it's a good, it's a good company to consider. So again, Victory Capital, VCTR. The second one was Oceaneering International, about $38. Good looking chart. I like that. And the first one was our TG Therapeutics right here. Again, a little more speculative here. I try to give different stocks in different sectors. I could come out every week and say biotech, and we could talk about Mag 7s and stuff, but I try to find honey badgers and things that are kind of off the radar. Some of these, can be lower price stocks, things like that are just getting going, that can have some good momentum behind them. So, as always, do your homework, look at these, and but definitely put those on the radar. So to summarize, we're still in a very dicey market. I think we're in a bullish market, but we're obviously very extended. Even with the pullback, we're very extended. A lot can go on with the Fed. Now they're talking about rate hike potentially, that kind of stuff, and then the whole oil and crude and so forth, energy. I don't want to say crisis, but what's going on in Strait of Hormuz and Iran. So be careful with all that. And with that, let me wind it up. Thanks for being a subscriber to the newsletter. Let me know if I can help, and I will see you guys at the next update. Thanks. Take care.